Hi, welcome to this video today, which is all about key lessons for Forex trading success. Now, in terms of today's video, I'm going to look at getting the right psychology and focusing on what really matters in terms of achieving Forex trading success. Many traders focus on aspects of trading that simply are not important and they lose. The concept I want to discuss today is obliquity, seeing the Forex markets obliquely. Now, if you don't know what obliquity is, I'll explain it in a moment because it will help you become a confident trader and a disciplined trader. Now, in terms of the concept itself, I want to explain it in relation to an employee of mine from many years ago when I used to be involved in Forex broking. A model employee, and he became a very good trader, and after leaving us had a very successful career in finance despite his background. Now, when I say despite his background, I mean the background he came from. You probably think, that's very unusual for him to become a good trader. It's why he became a good trader. Now, the reason I took him on was I'd spent about 6 months at the institution where he had been. Now, if I was to look back over my life, a place I disliked the most was undoubtedly this place. It was very violent, a horrible institution. I'm just going to give you a quick introduction to the place and also the concepts that we are going to discuss. And I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
And then peacocks, oh, if I could get outside, I'd strangle them fucking peacocks. They moan till the early hours of the morning. They wake me up at 5 o'clock every morning, moaning. Drives me up the wall.
To be, so I'm dealing with it properly. A young thug, one love is my only philosophy. We all students in this life, every one of us is honorary. My life's been a monstrosity. I'm trying to find a medicine from growing up and watching my parents inject heroin. Sometimes this life I'm living is too.
I will come back after that short intro clip, and that kid is right. Those peacocks do make a lot of noise. Now, in terms of that institution, I wasn't actually locked up in it. I was actually working there as a builder many years ago. I was in a concrete gang, helping build that new prison. There was an old prison next door I used to do some work in as well. The new prison, it was supposed to be designed to make kids less stressed out and less prone to violence. I remember when we were there building it, we were just saying this place is designed to encourage violence. It was dark, oppressive, isolation cells for kids, all that sort of stuff. Me and my friends, we got that prediction right. I think still Feltham is the most violent institution or young offenders institution in the UK. Now, when you're working in the old prison, you do see the fear of these kids. You do see violent assaults. Worst thing I saw was actually prison officers hitting a kid with batons until he was unconscious. Okay, now you speak to all these kids. They weren't bad kids. They were just from the wrong backgrounds, let's say. Now, from my perspective, yeah, I think I would definitely vote that place as the worst place that I've been, actually. And I wasn't even inside of it, okay, in terms of locked up. Now, in terms of many years later, I did a seminar for our company. And yeah, a lot of people came. It's all about the basics of Forex trading. And there was one young guy, and he was really enthusiastic. He asked questions throughout the seminar. Perfect guy to have in a seminar. They may not have been the most intelligent questions, let's say, but he was very enthusiastic, chatting to him, yeah, after the seminar, and came up about where he'd been. He'd been in Feltham and a few other young offenders institutions as well. We actually, me and my co-director, decided to take him on at the time. We needed someone in our back office, and we just thought we should give him a chance, and he became really good at what he did with us, and he went on to have a career in finance. He might even still be in finance. I lost contact with him many years ago. Right, now what I'll do is go through these key lessons I mentioned earlier on. I'm going to make reference to the guy I just discussed as we go through the points. So let's go and take a quick look at them on a storyboard. All right, let's have a look at some key points in terms of achieving Forex trading success. Point number one, Wells Wilder, one of the great technicians of all time, or technical analyst, said in his book The Adam Theory, for FX trading is so simple, it actually causes traders to lose. It's the simplicity of it that makes them fail. It sounds paradoxical until you think about how the majority of traders trade the markets, the attitude they've got. Generally got people, a lot of people who think they're intelligent, so that's going to help them. Generally, I've found over the years, the more intelligent a person is, the more they struggle to do well at Forex trading, because very often they come with an ego. They want to have their opinion proved right. They don't want to be wrong. It's a real problem. I'm not saying intelligent people don't make good traders, but there's more of a struggle in my view. And I have taught, graduates from Oxford, Cambridge, Yale. Generally, they didn't do well. Okay, so intelligence, it doesn't contribute to Forex trading success. The guy that obviously we took on, not particularly, an academic person, to put it mildly, he's going to come in without bad habits. He's going to come in without an ego. He's going to do what myself and other people at the company tell him to do, and he's just going to do it. Okay, which is exactly what you want. Okay, you find a lot of times if you are teaching, you have a struggle with people. I mean, I had a big struggle with a guy who was very qualified in economics. Okay, he just didn't want to do it the right way. He thought, his knowledge of economics would help him win, and it didn't. Okay, now Trader Vic Spirandeo tells quite an amusing story actually in his book, Trader Vic. A similar experience. He had a Harvard graduate guy, worked really hard, used to bring him his charts. There was lines all over the place, different explanations of X, Y, Z, or price could go this way, it could go that way. And Trader Vic, or Vic Spirandeo, just said, what are you going to do with it? You've got to trade it. Where is your trade? And the guy just looked kind of bemused. And I think a lot of people, I've said this numerous videos, just overcomplicate their trading. Now, if you want to win at Forex trading, it's you need to understand emotional discipline. That is all you need, okay, to win at Forex trading. And you tell a lot of traders that's all you need, and they just think it's going to be a breeze or a walk in the park. It isn't. You just got to think of simple examples. One good one would be dieting, okay? 90% of people who started a diet fail to finish it or put on weight within a few weeks at the end of it. Now, everyone knows that if you do a sensible diet and you stick to it, you'll lose weight. They didn't have emotional discipline. I think with emotional discipline, it depends on how much you want something, okay? Now, the guy that we taught, he really, really wanted to work with us and stay with us. So he's going to just be disciplined straight away. He was, very motivated to do well. He wants to win. He wants the end result. If the end result is emotional discipline, then he's just going to do it. And I think with a lot of traders, they're not going to be disciplined. They want to break discipline at points. We know this in Forex trading. It just breaks down. I think it depends on how much you want to be a successful trader, if you're going to be emotionally disciplined. Okay. Now, in terms of process, outcome, and mistakes, if you take successful traders, they don't get excited when they make profits, and they don't get down when they lose. They know that if they do a process, and their process is going to be in relation to their Forex trading strategies edge, the outcome doesn't matter in the short term. Okay. It's the longer term outcome they're after. They know that if they're trading with an edge, okay, they're going to come out ahead. Individual trades just simply don't matter. If you have a few losers on the trot, so what? Profits and losses are randomly distributed. If your strategy's got an edge and you're confident in it, you'll have the discipline to follow it. Okay, it could be a very simple strategy. I think the people who actually deviate from their strategy, okay, or get disheartened when they're losing, do not have strategies where they know their edge. They haven't researched it. You've got to be able to explain your edge, okay? Now, in terms of mistakes, they are inevitable. All traders are going to make mistakes. The real key is not to continue making the same mistake. Again, with the guy that we taught, he's so motivated to be with us and do well, he'll correct every single mistake. And he made a good few, but he didn't make the same mistake twice as far as I can recall. Obliquity. I read a fantastic book recently. It's by John Kay. He's actually an economist. He was saying the way that we achieve is oblique. Okay, we don't necessarily achieve things directly. You'll have to read the whole book to get the whole concept of that. But I'm just going to give you some examples here. And he talks about, happiness, and satisfaction. All right, it doesn't come without pain. Okay. Let's just take, if you were to ask most parents what's their proudest achievement, most of them are going to say, the thing that made them most happy is parenting, bringing up a child. Now that might sound kind of odd if you think what you have to do as a parent, screaming kids, changing nappies, problems at school. As a parent, you're going to have to go through that, but you want to go through it for the satisfaction of the end result. And people achieve end results in different ways, and they have different motivations. One group of people that I've had quite a lot of over the years who've come to me for teaching have generally done quite well are bodybuilders, particularly from Canada for some reason. They're always great to teach. Why? Because bodybuilding takes incredible discipline. You have to go through the pain barrier. You're going for the end result. You can't do it quickly. You have to get there in steady steps. For some reason, I've always found anyone who's bodybuilding or really into sport has tended to be a great person to teach. Now, in terms of Forex trading, you can look at what the end results can bring you and just look at it like maybe a parent or a bodybuilder. You're just going to have to go through a process of, for want of a better word, a bit of struggle. And then what are you going to get? You're going to get the end result that's going to make you satisfied, proud, happy, whatever you want to call it. And I quite liked, there's a whole chapter about that in the book. Really good. He also makes the point that successful traders don't pursue money. Money just comes as an end result, okay, of something they really enjoy doing. And if you think about it, this is very true. I think the trader who comes in and focuses on money is always going to lose. If that's your overriding consideration for trading Forex, you're going to lose. If you look at successful traders, let's take Warren Buffett, okay? He doesn't look like the type of guy who doesn't enjoy what he does. He loves it, doesn't he? If you think about a lot of great traders, let's take Paul Tudor Jones, still trading today after 30 years. He's got enough money to give up and have a quiet life. But he actually said in an interview, this was about 20 or 30 years ago, I will never do anything else. It's my passion. It's not about the money. You can take various other examples. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. When you hear them talk, it's their love of what they do. Okay, it's not the money at the end. Okay, and I think too many traders come in and they're obsessed with money, and they don't enjoy what they do. For me, I love doing Forex trading. I'm not so much a technical analyst, as everyone knows, or I do technical analysis, but my real pleasure is going through the news and going against the majority and being right. Now, obviously, I get it wrong along the way quite a bit, but it's just real satisfaction for me. So I think you've got to decide if trading is for you. Okay. The path to success is oblique. he gives numerous examples of this. You can't just approach a problem head on. In Forex trading, it's probably a little bit more simple in terms of some of the other explanations he gives, but you can't just come into Forex, have like a strategy, a technical strategy or numbers, and then expect to just win. There's many different parts of the equation to Forex trading success. To give you an example, for which is, I think is a good example, is Ray Dalio. He is top hedge fund manager in the world. What does he credit his success to? Meditation. Okay. So he's incorporated deep meditation techniques to help him think clearly, and basically that helps him. Okay. Many other traders do the same. So, for example, for myself, I would have a Stoic philosophy. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up, which perfectly fits what you have to do in Forex trading in terms of discipline. And I would also have a Bayes theory, which is a theory of thinking clearly. I would use Eastern philosophy to help me get a clear perspective and see the big picture. And all traders in different ways will have different things that come in to the equation. And then what happens is when you are actually trying to become a winning trader, you do it by trial, error, risk-taking, learning by mistakes, and certain things will help you in achieving Forex trading success that you may never have thought of. I never thought, for example, that Eastern psychology could help me years ago, but it does. That's just something unique to me. Other people have similar experiences. Now, think of Forex from a different perspective. When you trade, think of this. I've done the same point twice, actually. If you are a Forex trader, or if you're trading Forex, I consider it just something great to do. I mean, I effectively get paid for doing something I really like. I love doing research. I love reading. It's just a great, comfortable way of making a living. And I can think back, would I really like to be going to Feltham on a freezing cold day to shovel concrete?
Prisons like
No.
Feltham aren't working.
Suspensions, investigations, violence, suicides. It's an utterly miserable, horrible establishment.
Tonight, Panorama.